VIVs, GCV, Galactic Family, Drew Nation. Let's get it. Covert cowards who are trained to be hidden and hostile, commit low-key crimes to stay under the radar. You heard it. Let's get right into it. Covert cowards. All right, we're talking about people who are connivingly, people who are sneakily, people who are dastardly, all right, deceivingly going out against you and doing things that you wouldn't normally expect. All right, this can happen in public, this could happen in church, at school. Sometimes this could even happen in your own home. It doesn't matter where this situation is. Like, it could happen anytime, any place. They don't care who's around. Yo, it could be anytime, any place. They don't care who's around. All right, they have to come around to try and doodle brown. They gotta come and try to get down with you. Okay. Covert cowards. All right, yo, these people are trained assailants. These people are trained assassins in destroying the happiness, the love frequency. All right, the focus, the careers, the paths, the hopes, the dreams, the aspires, the aspirations, of others. All right, they are covert cowards. All right, trained to be hidden and hostile. All right, they are trained. These people are trained. All right, they're trained from childhood to behave in such a way. Maybe they're around a relative, a grandfather, a father, somebody, a mom that's behaving this way, that's showing them the ropes of this demonic act of being a covert, no touch torturer. All right, these people like to do things from a distance that cause people problems. They like to bother you from across the room. All right, and you think it's something simple, as just, okay, they just wanted my attention, but that's the whole name of the game. They get you to look at them, and then they'll go about their business and go about their day and just move on. All right, it's enough as to break your attention. All right, so if you can keep your focus and ignore them and act like they don't exist, do that. But just know that they're going to do the most or up the ante, and you'll even feel that. So the best thing to do is ignore them, because they will get out of pocket. They will begin to do the most, and they'll end up exposing themselves. All right. So when you can ignore them, it's harder for them to stay covert. And it may feel like you're playing a game with these people, because the reason why it feels like that is because they're playing a game with you. The reason why it feels like you're playing a game with them when you're ignoring them, like, oh, okay. And it feels weird, it feels unnatural, it feels petty, but that's just what you have to do. And I always thought that I was like being rude or weird or awkward when I wouldn't look at certain people. But now that you look at this and you really examine this, they're really out there trying to get your attention. They're really out there trying to steal your focus. So the more you can keep your focus on yourself and pay attention to yourself, they will have to work harder. They will, without a shadow of a doubt, they'll end up exposing themselves, because somebody sooner or later is going to be like, yo, leave this person alone. All right, when that person at that job is low key doing things that have nothing to do with work to try to bother you, mob you, harass you, do things to get on your nerves, if you can ignore them and not be bothered, this person is going to end up getting themselves fired. This person is going to end up exposing themselves, because they're going to end up having to do more. And sooner or later, they're going to end up getting themselves caught and in trouble. All right, they're either going to end up getting themselves caught or in trouble. God's going to end up doing something to them, using one of your managers, using a certain situation in their life. But just sit back, fall back, and just let the cards fall where they may, because a greater opportunity will always come to you. So if this results in you getting displaced or moved somewhere else, great. because you can't lose with the right attitude. You have the right attitude. You know that there are certain people that do weird stuff, and you have to keep a positive attitude so that way you can see the best outcome for yourself. You already know that. That's nothing new for you. Same day, different stuff. I mean, same ish, different day. All right. So let these covert cowards play how they want to play it, because the more covert they are, right, you take on that covertness as well. All right, the more covert they could be, the better, because you learn something from their covert. All right, from that covert strategy, you learn something from that. You become covert as well. All right, so when they come at you and they do things to try to bother you, if you can ignore it, they're going to end up having to do more, which is going to cause them to expose themselves. So it's a good thing. All you have to do is to be able to outlast them. All right. So they're trained to be hostile. They're trained to commit low key crimes. All right. There will be groups of people who go out in public. Oh, all right. There will be groups of people who go out in public to do things that seem and appear normal to the people that are around you, but it will be annoying, aggravating, a pest, a pestilence, a bothersome activity to you. It'll be something that will get on your nerves. Maybe you're trying to get to something, and this person knows that you're trying to get there because they're watching you, and this person chooses to stand there for a whole 15-20 minutes. Now you have to wait for them. Or every aisle you go to, it's this person or it's another person blocking the exit as soon as you try to get out the aisle. But it's like right on cue kind of thing. It's like, okay, I tried to walk down this aisle, had to say excuse me to this person, had to walk down this aisle, say excuse me to this person. And to the average person, to the average bear, a person's going to look at that situation and be like, you know what? You're out in public. There's going to be people everywhere. People are going to be in the way. You are going to have to excuse yourself. But when people are doing this purposefully and you can pick up on it, you're going to have to be in control of yourself, because this is something that may aggravate you or bother you, because you know people are what? Playing with you, because they're covert cowards, and you may end up feeling some type of way towards one of these covert cowards. You may be having a bad day. You may have just lost a relative, God forbid. You may be experiencing some type of trouble or some type of negativity throughout your day, and this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. But you, even when the straw breaks the camel's back, you still want to be peaceful, and you still want to be low key with it. All right, you don't want to allow these covert cowards to know that what they're doing is having an effect on you when they're playing with your mind. So you have to be cool with it. They may piss you off, but laugh it off or breathe it off, or just let your mind run its course. Because the one good thing about the mind is, if you don't make so much of a big deal out of something, and you begin to just let that fade away and focus on other things, the mind will gradually gravitate towards whatever it is you focus on. So it's like, this is why I say let go of resentment, because if you hold on to something and your energy and your thoughts start to drift towards that, then that's where your focus and your thoughts are going to be directed towards. All right. So when you're able to just go with the flow and let something happen, and then gradually, slowly but surely move on from it, it may have pissed you off, it may have made you upset, but if you can be mature enough with your mind to elevate it and just you say, you know what, that made me upset, but let me just let it go and focus on something different. Even though that thing that just happened is still kind of prevalent in your mind will gradually gravitate towards other things. You'll be able to get back to having a good day. Your vibes will come back, your feel good energy will come back, and you'll be able to get back to being peaceful, and the energy that you were in before you had this occurrence with that negative covert coward. All right. They're trained to be hidden and hostile. How you like they're that's devilish. Are you going to be low key hostile towards someone? That's a devilish move, because they're not even brave enough to be out in the open with it, because they don't want to get caught. They don't want to be seen. They just want to bring somebody else down in the process, and have this person's life be destroyed, while they just get to sit back and watch. All right, so that's why they're a covert coward. All right, and they're committing crimes. All right, these are crimes against humanity. These are crimes against a person's mind. These are attacks, and this is why people feel the way they do about it. That they feel stressed over these types of behavior. All right, people will snap and potentially hurt someone over this kind of behavior. All right, people end up getting in trouble, and like they really destroy a lot of people's lives like this. Just think about how many people were unsuspecting and reacted, and now their life will never be the same. They done put hands on someone, they attacked someone, possibly even sent someone to the hospital, possibly even may have sent somebody to God. People are tired of people playing with them. All right, when a person can't make sense of things, and they don't have any elevation, no tools, no one to talk to, they're left with their own thoughts. This is what they do to people. This is why it's a crime, because they know that this stuff is going to be uneasily detected. They know it's not going to be easy to be able to detect these things. All right, and they know that if they're able to stay under the radar, they're not going to get caught. So if they're going to stay under the radar, you stay under the radar by not getting angry or upset over what they're doing. Screw them. If they're going to be covert, you be covert. They're gonna be low key and not upset. You be low key and not upset, even though they are the one playing games with you. You just have to use Jedi mind tricks on yourself and overpower this person's negativity, which you have the power to do. And this is you trampling scorpions and snakes. This is you trampling scorpions and snakes. All right, because if they're gonna try to fight dirty, and if they're gonna play like what they're doing is nothing at all, then you play even dirtier by acting like what they're doing is nothing at all. All right, and the more that you act like what they're doing is nothing, the more that they're going to try to make something out of it. The more they're going to try to have to keep coming back and keep doing more and more and more to try to get on your nerves. The more you ignore them, the more they have to go back and try to figure something out, another way to try to attack you some way, somehow. And yeah, I've seen this happen in real time, man. It's like the more you ignore people, it's like the more like they'll walk past you, they'll try to get close to you, and it's like they really are trying to steal your energy. They're really trying to steal your energy. They're trying to take your attention off yourself and also frustrate you and upset you in the process. I remember so many times of living in places where I was directly around other people, and it's like you don't want to be bothered, you don't want anything to do with them, and they force themselves on you. You go your way, you'll have somebody walking on a beeline directly aimed towards you to try to cut you off and put you behind them. And it's just like a lot of this little petty behavior to a person that's already going through a lot of life already. It could be annoying to the point to where a person snaps and spazzes and they get upset or they get frustrated. All right, life isn't always easy for people. People go through things, and that's nobody else's business. And to be quite honest, people really don't care. But it makes it a problem when you have people that don't care that people are going through things. And this is why they're sociopathic. This is why they're psychopathic, because they don't have empathy and they can't put themselves in somebody else's shoes. Oh, this person is going through something, let me leave them alone. This person is going through something, you can see it on their face, let me leave them be. All right, they're psychopaths and sociopaths. So when they see people that are already down, they gotta kick them. It's like seeing a wounded animal out in the wilderness. A hyena is gonna eat it. If the animal is wounded, the hyena is not gonna have empathy. And this is why they operate in a reptilian state of mind, because when you look out in nature, in the wild is going to be wild. All right, there's no empathy out in nature. I mean, well, technically, I mean, you might catch it sometimes. All right, you might catch it sometimes. Like they have animals that there's a networking system where animals help each other. You got this bird that will pick the parasites off the hippo, or a situation like that. All right, you may have a animal that will eat the bugs off of another animal, so it's not going to kill it because it realizes that it's keeping it from getting infected by bugs or something like that. But normally, if an animal is hurt or something and it's time to go and you about to get ate, you're going to get ate. So it's like that is the reptilian part of the mind of the animal. So it's like they operate from a reptilian part of their brain because they can't grow past the animalistic state. Even though they're a human, they can't grow past that animalistic state. They operate from that animal part of their mind, which says that I don't have I can't get past this negative feeling. I can't get past the feeling of destroying other people and feeling good off of it. So they like no normal person behaves this way. These people are not normal. All right, they don't care about others. They don't care about how this affects other people's minds. That's a reptile. All right, that's a reptile. All right, that is a archon. All right, that is a reptile. Somebody that doesn't know how to feel empathy for somebody else in their situation. Oh, this doesn't feel good for a person to behave like this to them, so I'm not. They don't have that. They will behave to whoever they want, however they want, and that's what causes them to be reptiles, because they can't get past that part of their brain. They don't evolve. They don't transform into the part of their mind that I guess the right part of their brain, which allows them to use empathy. They're only focused on the left part of their brain. Or I might have got it mixed up, excuse me, but they're only operating with one side of their brain as far as how they treat others. They're unable to use both parts. So they're covert cowards, all right, operating in a hostile way. All right. If you're going to be hostile towards someone, a covert way of doing that is extremely difficult to detect. It's some of these people, they'll just walk past you and their energy is just so negative, and you're tired of seeing them, you're tired of being around them, you're tired of feeling their energy, and when these people bring their presence into yours, it causes friction. So it's like you have to be in control of yourself when you're around them, because the things that they do, if they're able to get to a person, the person that flips out over what they did, that's going to be the person who looks like they have the problem. And that's why this person is a coward, because you're causing someone to react in a certain way, but acting like you did nothing, to where this person is now going to either get in some type of trouble or lose out on some opportunities or some time in life due to just whatever you caused for them, and then put your hands up like I didn't do nothing. Covert cowards, y'all. And they know how to stay under the radar, and they know how to be low key because they were trained. They were trained. All right, these people are taught these types of behaviors. Someone's better than you, this is how you act towards them. If you hating on someone, this is how you act towards them. Someone makes you feel insecure, this is how you act towards them. Normal people, when they feel insecure or they feel some type of way towards someone, they just deal with themselves. Okay, I gotta grow. All right, so somebody's shine is affecting mine, and they won't view it as the other person's problem. They'll see it as a personal thing. Somebody makes you feel some type of way, that's your problem, not theirs. Somebody because of who they are, if they make you feel some type of way, that is a trigger. That's a sign that you have something you have to work on within you. That's not that person's problem. Oh, you should stop being who you are because I feel some type of way. Life don't work like that. Nobody's going to stop being who they are because you feel some type of way about it. So that's why they're covert cowards. They feel some type of way about you. All right. And it's deeper than that. That's just the surface level of it. All right. The real level of this thing is, it's like an angel versus demon kind of thing. It's like the energy that you're bringing into the planet is causing friction between their energy. All right, it's like their dad is the devil, your father is God, and it's like there's always going to be this friction. There's always going to be this clash. All right, that their energy is demonic. It comes from the nether world. All right, we have angels. They have spirits. They have negative demonic spirits that attach themselves to them like leeches, and that are causing them to behave this way. So that they're committing crimes out here, and the more you stay low key, the more you remain unbothered. and unaffected, the harder they're going to have to work. So it's like, imagine somebody at your job that's trying to upset you and piss you off. The more you ignore them, the harder it's going to have to be for them to do that. They're really going to have to do something big to try to get you upset or to try to get a reaction out of you. And by then they could end up, getting themselves in trouble. Or they might end up not doing the amount of work that they're supposed to do. Even though some of these people got it hooked up to where it's like, it seems like they're not even there to work at all. All right, some of these people, they got it hooked up to where they're not even there to work at all. It seems like their job is just watching you. I don't work with people like that. They watching you through the you trying to put up the stuff at the job, and you like the truck just came in and you trying to put the inventory up, and you got people grabbing the things that you're about to grab and put up. So it's like, these people are watching you. You about to grab it, and then here they go, put their hand on the same rack you about to grab. A covert coward. After about 4 or 5 days of that, you're gonna get tired, and you're gonna get annoyed with someone doing that. Every time I work with this person, they're always getting in the way. Every time I work with this person, they're always stealing work. You about to go put away the bin, they go grab it before you do. Like five days of that straight, you gonna want to slap somebody like they stole something, even because they did. I hated that, man. Like that right there, like that's like stuff like that. Before I knew how to use my mind, that's the stuff that make me just walk out of a job. And it's like, man, I'm not getting into it. Like, I just knew that I would always find something else. So I really didn't. That was before I kind of understood that this is going to be happening at every job. I would think that I could go to a new job and avoid it. But once I started to realize, as I matured, and I'm like, yo, this is every job. So it's like, this is something that I have to work with within myself. It's nothing that I could change about other people. It's something that I'm going to have to do and develop myself in a way to where I'm unbothered, I'm unaffected. I could keep my cool even in the presence of a demon. All right, I could stay cool even in hell where it's fiery hot. And the flames are swell. You know what I'm saying? Flames just swelling. The swelling flames. Like, you have to be able to maintain a a level of positivity and peace even around the worst types of people. And that's what these covert cowards are. They're the worst type of people, man. And they when they want to get in your face and appear like they're tough and like they're hard, but really they're cowards. They're doing something to where they're not going to get caught, and you are. Well, what's tough? What's tough about that? What's hard about that? They got the nerve to give you these looks, and I'm really starting to think, there's been some info leaked about narcissism, and I'm starting to think that some of these people are giving you these looks because not only do they hate you, they may want to date you. All right, not only do they hate you, they may want to date you. All right, so some of these people giving you all these little mean mugs and tough looks and stuff. It's like, man, what you all up in my face for, man? It's like you're walking your path, and who purposely puts themselves near another person just to give them a mean mug, just to look at them with a ugly face. You couldn't have done that from across the room. You got to walk past me and get close to me and I want to get close to you. You want to get close to me and just to mean mug me? I don't know about that. All right, that's odd, wild, and crazy. That's strange behavior. All right, covert cowards. People just getting paid at work to bother the star worker. And I would always notice that it's like, you're trying to walk down the aisle, they're pretty much running at you and just to get in the way, just to try to get somewhere before you do. Petty behavior, covert behavior, covert aggression. It's called passive aggressive. All right, passive aggressive people are covert. They feel some type of way about you, but they fight against you and attack you in a way to where it looks like they're not doing anything at all. So if you slap the crap out of them, or you trip them, or you step on their ankle, or you kick them or something, or you send a rack flying in their direction to knock them down on the ground or something, you're going to be looked at as the person who has the problem, because you're the one who's angry. Why'd you attack him? What's wrong with you? They didn't see this they acting like they didn't see this person playing with you. And and the worst part of it is when you work with people and they gaslight you about it. Oh, I'm tired of people playing with me. Like, man, when people start gaslighting you about the attacks they're doing to you, you know it's time to go. And that's why certain jobs, I'll just be like, oh, I know where this is going, and I'd be out. Like, I know where this is going. Peace, deuces. I'm like, y'all not playing with my mind like that. And I didn't know any other way to deal with it at that time. I'm like, I'm trying to just be a good worker and a good person. And like these people are trying to play with my mind. And I'm like, I'm not, I know I see what I saw. I know I saw this person try to get in my way and walk in front of me. And if I push him if I push him and throw him across the room, I'm the bad guy. So it's like once stuff like that happened, I'm like, man, I'm not going. I was worried about going to jail. I'm like, I'm not going to jail over these people. I'm not going to jail over these people. I'm not missing no money over these people. I'm not missing my freedom over these people. I got too much stuff I enjoy doing in real life. I enjoy life. I enjoy freedom. I enjoy peace. I'm not, you, man, you may get on my nerves and you may make me react, but it's not going to be the point to the where you want. So, I mean, there's been some times where I probably done made a fool out of myself over some of these rejects, or over these derelicts. But it is what it is, man. Rather make a fool out of myself than making a decision that's long lasting and that's going to impact me in a negative way forever. Right? Like some of these people, man, they get breaks. All right, these people get breaks. All right, that there are a lot of people that are on their side. There are a lot of people that have as much evil in them as they do, and they just they don't look at them as that kind of person. Maybe they don't do that behavior to them, or maybe they're evil as well and just being low key and they're enablers. But I've always noticed that these people get a pass, and they're like, oh yeah, that's just so and so, and I'm like, oh well, I'm about to f up so and so because this is getting out of hand. I'm about to hit so and so upside the head with something because this is getting out of hand. But like I always say, they're not worth it. They want you to get into something with them. They want you to do something to them. A lot of these people know you got money. You stay to yourself. You're quiet. They see you hustling. They see you grinding. They see you go to work every day. They see you managing your money. All right, people who are always in a good mood, always got good money. So it's like they know that your finances are probably somewhat good because they're always complaining how things aren't right in terms of oh man, things are expensive. Oh man, things cost this, that cost this. They're like, people who are good with their finances, you don't never hear them complaining. People who know money like that, you don't never hear them complaining. Even if they ain't got none, they ain't gonna complain about it because they know something's coming. Covert cowards, y'all. Covert cowards. I'm telling you, man, I'm tired of people playing with me. They gaslight me one too many times. I was gone. I wasn't playing with that madness. I'm like, I'm like, y'all are sick. You people are sick, man. And it puts you in a state to where it's like, it's like, that's how y'all gonna do me. Like they bring the worst out of you. They bring the worst out of you. They put you in a state of Armageddon where you're just ready to just end everyone and everything around you. You're like, man, I can't take it anymore. So it's like your freedom and peace of mind and being able to continue your life on is worth more than money, worth more than being around these rejects, and worth more than some little crappy place of employment. These the managers know they're behaving like this. The district managers know there's people that behaving like this. All right, it seems like there's a lot of evil inside some of these corporate organizations, and they love to have their little minions running their businesses. It's like they want to continue to put out an evil frequency. Like they want people who are evil making your food. They want people who are evil. It is what it is, you know. But some people, they behave like this too, and others they don't. So I guess it's like it's possibly the type of frequency you're on. It's possibly the side you're on as far as good versus evil. It's possibly the fact that maybe you intimidate them some type of way. Obviously, more than likely, You possibly got someone that they like interested in you more than them, probably getting attention from the person that they're interested in. Who knows? It could be anything, but this person obviously, like these types of people obviously have a specific problem with you, but still it is on a deeper level. They got spirits on them. And even though they're dealing with these jealousies, because the jealousy opens up them to be an inhabitant for these types of spirits in the first place, but the spirits that attach themselves to them have a greater purpose, and that purpose is stopping you from being on your purpose. All right, that's what their purpose is. They're just used as a host. All right, they're just used by that parasite as a host to feed off of. All right, so it is what it is. You keep being a vessel for the Lord. You keep being a vessel for the Most High. All right, you keep doing your thing, and man, let these covert cowards do what they need to do, and you stay covert too. You stay under the radar too. You stay low key too. All right, and that's gonna freak them out. You want to see somebody react. You don't get upset over what these a-holes are doing. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love, and light. We out.